First off, I'd like to say welcome and thanks for viewing. This will be the first try for Kaz and Wolf Productions. I'm Kaz, and Wolf probably won't be joining in for another week or so. He will be doing the Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2 section. I will be more of the Borderlands and Saints Row 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 when it comes out. And I'll probably put a few of my Call of Duty videos on there, but sometimes I get a little campy and as I've seen, most people don't like campy videos, but what can I say? This video is of the Psycho starting out at level 1, because I figured I'm going to turn it into a walkthrough and a view of the Psycho's playstyle. As I played through this, I found out the Psycho is definitely squishy, but looking through the skill trees, it is definitely going to be a strong high-end character, but low-end kind of reminds me of Brick from the last game, or the Siren. They start out a little slow, but once you get enough points, they'll be extremely strong. My main character on this game is a Necromancer, so you'll see me empty the gun out by shooting it instead of reloading it most of the time out of habit, because the anarchy stacks for the Necromancer. Yeah, because if you reload, you lose them all, so I just usually end up firing out the gun. That right there is the first vault symbol you will see in the game if you plan on trying to complete most of the challenges. A little bit about myself. I have Asperger's, which is a mild form of autism. It makes it so I don't like face-to-face interactions or crowds or really leaving the house. So I figure this is a good way to kind of get myself out there, slow but sure. Hopefully not too harsh comments, but yeah. Wolf's definitely the more hardcore player, so his will be much more thrilling to watch. But if you're in for actual seeing gameplay of an average Joe player and a thorough walkthrough, then I'm your guy. Well, anyway, sorry, the phone went off, of course, right in the middle of trying to do this commentary, but what can you do? Well, it's the world. As we get going, you'll see me open a lot of the stuff, because that's a good habit to start, because you'll end up finding most of your iridium, which is a very important component to increasing ammo capacity, backpack capacity, bank capacity, yada yada yada, and that's where you'll find most of it, so it's a good habit to get into, and also to build up your money and chance. I've actually found more oranges in lockers than anywhere else, which is the rarest item in the game. Rarest item type. Sorry, I'm a little anxious. Didn't say a lot. But, as you can see, yeah, the beginning here is definitely extremely slow.
Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything.
I have to say, Borderlands is definitely one of the most comical games I've played. Second to Saints Row 3, which was just stupid funny, but, from what I heard, there's only 300 people that worked on the original, and only a few more than that worked on this game. That's pretty impressive for having that low amount of people.
Stick close to the robot. He will help you get off this glacier and into the city of
You can see here that I've got a sniper rifle. It's from being a premium member. You start out with, it's not like it's a huge perk. The only real perk from it is getting the 5% extra rare item find, which is ridiculous actually, because I played through on my Gunzerker first and found one orange item all the way to level 39, and on the Necromancer I found a good 10 or 12 before even level 30, so 5% that you wouldn't think it would make much of a difference. Either I got really lucky in that round or not, but I think it has a lot to do with the item. So being a member, well, the season pass is just awesome anyway. You get all the extra content, the Hammerlock's Hunt, the Torx Arena, and the Tiny Tina's Adventure, and the pirate one there. They're all pretty good. I think the Torx one was definitely my favorite, but to each their own, I guess. But back to what I was saying, I was using the sniper rifle just to mow down the enemies as quick as possible. You can quickscope in this game, definitely.
Only place you'll be truly
It's highly recommended if you play the Macronancer. If you have 260 stacks of Anarchy or 300 or so, you're not going to hit anything you aim at unless you quickscope. Quickscoping with that, it almost hits every time and does ridiculous damage. But if you just actually try to aim it, the bullet will go completely in the different direction you aimed. As you can see, I fail miserably a few times, but hit most of what I shoot at. As we're coming up on the first boss here, Knuckle Dragger, it's kind of a joke boss. It really is. Even in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I two-shotted him with a rocket launcher, but all the other Bullymongs I struggled. I don't understand, but why he was so easy in comparison. I also glitched out in the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. When I went in, I was accidentally in Tiny Tina's Adventure because I had just done that on the True Vault Hunter mode, and when I zoned into the Ultimate to start the game over, I was still there, so I didn't even get to do the first two quests. I had to run through here, killing all the mobs, including Knuckle Dragger, but I didn't get a quest till I got to Liarsburg. It was kind of interesting, to say the least. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
It's very close.
I really like what they did with the bosses and main characters, giving that little caption of their name and something corny with them. And the first one you had, I think the one I remember the most was, I can't remember exactly his name, but I can remember the little comment. It was, I think his name was Two Bones. I don't know, either way, but it was 2 bones, and the little caption on the bottom was, and 3 balls, and that's just, the things they come up with in this game. Don't really get into the Psycho until at least I think level 20, because even at level 5 the action skill only lasts probably 10 seconds, and most of the time you just get floored because you get too close to the mob and you don't have all the life steals and the extra health and the better shield capacity. But I give it a whirl anyway, just to be entertaining. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, definitely get lost in my own head. This part of the mission is insanely slow, and it's about the 30th time I've done it, being that I've tried all the classes and done the True Vault Hunter mode and the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but I had to try the Psycho. I mean, can't not play it. Though I'm not sure how well I'll play a melee class. I prefer the range of a sniper.
Well, it was nice knowing you. I hear getting eaten alive by Bullymongs isn't such a bad way to go.
Let me get that for you. Executing phase shift.
Yeah, commentating. I watched quite a few videos. I thought it would be easy, but it's
You're welcome.
actually kind of rough trying to keep the conversation going, talking to yourself.
It's a long way to Sanctuary. Please take whatever you need.
But the few videos that I have watched over Borderlands bosses, I was kind of disappointed in how vague they were on some of the killing, how to get there and what weapons you should use. They would go in with their higher level tune and their E-Tech weapons that just destroy and kill it, and then the people that are going through for the first time or don't have the weapons that they had, and that the mob doesn't go down instantly like it did in the video, but they still think the video is top notch. Like, I watched at least 3 for that Jackenstein video that you need electric shock weapons for, and the 2 of the videos said you had to shoot him in the mouth after you got the final kill, after you got all the 2 generators off his back. It's actually a spot directly under his mouth that you can only shoot when he's standing up and shooting the electric orbs at you. If you shoot him before that with anything, it's gonna blow you up or bounce back at you. The 2 videos that I watched, they were using long-range explosive weapons, which works out for them. Hoorah if you have them, but when I was going through the first time, I definitely didn't, and I'm sure there'll be others like me that won't have them either, and they'll watch them videos and be like, well, why isn't it working for me? And, well, that's why. So I'll try to be, I'm probably, we'll do some boss video intros on my Macromancer and give a little bit more in-depth details on them than a lot of the videos I've watched. I guess some people like to figure it out for themselves, but after you've been sitting and trying it for ever, you kind of just want to know what the hell you're doing wrong. Trying to get a little bit of everything in this video: pistols, sniper rifles, melee, trying to just keep them. Oh, if you saw me jump up over the side there, it's because if you jump up over the side before Claptrap gets to the doorway there, you can kill all the mobs inside of there and then jump back out, and all the mobs will respawn. It's just a little extra XP at the beginning, and all the mobs died pretty easy, so I was just doing it. And also the same thing, if you go over to the graveyard before you get the quest from Hammerlock, you can kill everything and then they'll instantly respawn, and it'll get you to level 3, almost level 4, and then when you go do the next few quests, you'll be level 5 and finally get your skill, activation skill. Because before that, the game is just kind of a little slow without having your extra skill. I know the Necromancer without Death Trap in the beginning was quite weak, but as soon as you get level 5, the Necromancer is kind of over OP for sure. They destroy everything. That Death Trap can tank anything. I've been able to go through all the bosses solo with almost no issue on that one, except for the Jackenstein, because apparently I went in without a shock weapon. That was smooth. And of course I spent 30 minutes in the arena running around, and she finally got the things off his back, and then could not figure out for the life of me that little spot to shoot, and I ended up shooting him with a rocket launcher and destroying myself. Quite entertaining. Not at the time, but after finding out what I was supposed to do, definitely was. So what did you all, if you've played the game through and you're just watching this video for the hell of it, or even if you've just played a little ways in, how much do you hate Jack and how enjoyable it is to kill him, or how much you want to kill him? That's definitely what I like to know, because I could not wait to kill him after all the things he did throughout the entire game. Oh, and definitely leave comments and give me some ideas of what I should talk about, how much talking I should do, what I should have in my videos, what you'd like to see in the videos. If there's any questions you want to ask me, I would prefer comments that are helpful. If you're just going to make negative comments that don't actually give any input, just don't bother. It's just kind of asinine and stupid, and rude. I don't mind negative comments as long as they're productive and would tell me what to change. But if you just, I've read quite a few comments where people are just ridiculous and other people's commentaries. If you don't like my voice, if you don't like what's going on in the video, you can ask me to change it. Well, I can't really change my voice, or you can just not bother watching. I don't really need the negative. But I definitely would like the input of what to talk about. Rate the video, subscribe, like, whatever. Because there'll be a lot to come. There'll definitely be some really good Call of Duty videos. My brother can play on par with the best of them, for sure. And I definitely get putting together some montages of I can't even say it. Fail of his as I get going along, because we just got it, so I can't get any of his old videos really, unless he has them saved in the theater, which he has a few of them. I'll be able to get them on here, but most of them will just be straight up videos with no cuts. You'll be able to see his straight gameplay. I mean, I've seen a lot of people put on videos where they'll cut out the bad, but I realize people like watching the best of the best, but they don't. They never actually put on any of their full games, except unless they're the really good players. Like, I'm a huge fan of Sandy Ravage and all his videos, but I definitely have seen a lot where they cut to black and they cut out the certain parts, and suddenly the score will jump and all that. But they'll say they're the best videos ever. But I guess to each their own. I definitely, in my walkthroughs or in my gameplay, I try to do all the quests that are close to each other, or all the I do every side quest, and you'll see me pick up the audio log one down in the as you're running down the hill. Figure out Elena Pierce. You'll see me grab it, and then I'll directly go left into the quest for the shield and the bully monk fur, and then I'll circle back and do the audio log, so I'll be able to turn in all 3 quests at once. I do that for the entire game, and I'll show you the best routes, the best ways to get the most quests done in the shortest amount of time, or, well, straightest line, I guess. You'll see me go down in this game. As I've said, I'm just an average player. I'm not going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm the best of the best, because I'm definitely not. I don't know everything. But I figure I can still be helpful and enjoy commentating on stuff. Also, smashing those snow piles and the garbage piles and the skag crap piles, I have found more purples in those than anywhere. Actually, I've actually found at least 5 E-Tech weapons in those more than I have in chests. I mean, I farm chests all the time, and I'll find more purples on the way there, smashing those, than I will actually in all the chests. I mean, the best place to farm is the Caustic Caverns. There's about 15 chests there, and then there's the one at the top that 75% of the time will have an E-Tech weapon in it that you can farm like every day, but I end up well, I don't actually have to smash the piles anymore. With the Necromancer's crazy off-the-wall ricochet stuff, it normally hits it all for me now. I highly recommend the Necromancer if you want a gameplay where you don't want to join random. If you don't have friends, you can. Well, if your friends are busy working like mine, or if you just don't have any friends that actually play this particular game, the Necromancer having Death Trap is like having a whole other player in the game, because you can make it so he lasts forever, shares your shield and all that stuff. So. And he'll tank anything as long as you summon him and send him in first. The mob will attack him until he dies or it dies.
I humbly suggest paying a visit to the old Crimson Raider safe house. You'll need to take the elevator up there.
Still have to figure out a lot about this Rocksteel game. I'd like to eventually get a title page and all that, or cover page to put on before the videos, but I don't really have the software on this computer to really make anything as much as I like. So if anybody has that software and would like to make a one for me, I don't have absolutely no problem with you putting your name at the bottom and all that stuff. If you want to draw something up for Kaz and Wolf Productions, I don't mind at all, because if I had Photoshop, I'd definitely do it. I was a graphics design major, but I do not have the software on my Alienware computer anymore. And the discs broke, so SOL, as I guess I would say. But here you can see you'll get the log off the first bandit you kill at this little bottom drop, and that's an extra side quest.
If all goes well, we should get to Sanctuary in a day's time. Hyperion hasn't
I'm all about all the side quests. I'm a huge quester. I have been in every MMO I've played and every regular RPG I've played. Wish I could have had this back when I played Skyrim. I think that would have been awesome, but definitely done all I wanted to do in Skyrim now. Oh, and if any of you want to actually play Borderlands with me, I have no problem. I think it says it in the, I don't know if you'll see it on the screen at any time, but the my Xbox Live tag is Kazam101. It's and my brother's is Wolf Raptor. Yeah, he gets the question, what's a Wolf Raptor all the time. Kind of funny, but there's a backstory to that, but maybe I'll save that for another time. He gets an insane amount of hate mail on Call of Duty 2 for how well he plays, so I'll make sure to put that at the end of his videos too, or maybe I'll save it all for one video, I don't know. But he gets insane amount of voice and text hate mail in the game just for destroying them. They say he has a trigger mod, which he doesn't. He can just click that controller faster than I've ever seen. And aimbot, which he just has a regular Xbox and a regular controller, but you know, when people get angry, it's pretty funny. But anyway, the video seems to be wrapping up. I know it wasn't the best video, but this was just an intro and for me to get used to the Roxio Gaming and Roxio Game Capture. And just to sit here and talk, just get some input from you guys, and I promise the next videos will be much more entertaining and much more informative than this one. This one was just me rambling on, but had to get some background on me out there because I just think knowing the commentator makes it a bit more interesting. Or knowing a little bit about the commentator makes it a bit more interesting. I know it was for me anyway, for all the commentators I've watched and on all their videos. But comment, rate, subscribe. If you got good stuff to say, bad stuff to say, as long as it's helpful, I'll take it. Thanks. Have fun.
It sustains me! My back's up max.
Are you collecting Bullymong fur? I love that stuff. It's soft, warm, and really good at absorbing robot tears. Once you're done collecting all the fur, why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
Have you ever heard Claptrap asking you for the Bullymong fur you're collecting? As I fear he would do something irredeemably stupid with it, like make a mohawk out of it or something, let me sweeten the deal. If you bring me the fur, I shall give you one of my finest sniper rifles.
So, Hammerlock...
Wonderful, you've gotten all the fur I need. Bring it to me and my sniper rifle shall be yours.
Screw that noise! Bring me the fur, and I'll give you a shotgun!
Got the elevator working, have you? Great. Now simply ascend to the safe house and buy a shield. This used to be a sizable hub for the Resistance until everyone heard the Hyperion army approaching and fled to Sanctuary. Well done. Now, if you could return to Liarsburg, we could see about getting you off this frigid glacier. Mrs. Pearson break my heart. This train doesn't belong to you. So why don't you turn around and face me, Pumpkin?
This train was commandeered legally under the...
Holy nutballs! What happened to your freaking face? Okay, how about this? Lady, I don't even know what to call you. You tell me why you look like you headbutted a belt sander, and I'll let all of you go right now.
My husband gave me a skag pearl ring. The pearl released hunger-inducing pheromones.
Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I just, forgive me. Where's your husband now?
He's dead.
That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least. Oh, holy crap. Did you see your head? It was like... Oh my god. Wilhelm, kill these savages.
Understood.
Well, friend.
Handsome Jack killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable. A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he deserves.
I'm riding.
Would you like to do battle with a midget riding piggyback on a bullymong?